I'm a naturopathic physician and acupuncturist here in Portland, Oregon. And I wanted to talk to you about what naturopathic doctors do and the way that I really see our role. Because here's the deal. In Oregon, we are licensed as primary care physicians, meaning we can run labs, we can do blood draws, we can look at labs, interpret labs, order imaging if we need to. We're also allowed to write prescriptions. And what are we going to do with that? When are we going to use that? When do we decide to use that? And so for me, what's interesting is patients will come in a lot of times with these different labs. I'll look over the labs and they'll say, well, the doc didn't find anything. And number one, as naturopathic doctors, I think we have this much more holistic view. So not only are we going to look at the labs and go, hey, this isn't actually a healthy range. This is a healthy range for the population that's tested, but that doesn't mean it's actually a functionally healthy range. So we're looking at different ranges, first of all. So we're going to pick up on these subtle number fluctuations that maybe other docs haven't been trained to see. So that's number one. Number two, most of the time with a lab, you're going to need to see anywhere from 30 to 60% dysfunction in an organ system before it's going to actually show up on a lab. But we've got patients coming in saying, but I feel terrible. I can't sleep. My hair's falling out. And they're giving me all the symptoms of, let's say, hypothyroidism. And number one, I want to say, I believe you. I think that's something that, going back to just my philosophy of just absolute witnessing for people and just being an advocate. And then secondly, going into what are we going to do about it? And I think the problem is when we rely only on that lab interpretation and we're waiting to treat until we have an actual lab interpretation, we're already in pathology. So instead of just looking at the heart, for example, or the thyroid, for example, we're looking at it as a system. We're going, okay, what organ or organs in this system are out of balance? And what can we do to create balance within that system so that the thyroid's not having to do all the work or the heart's not having to do all the work? And this is fundamentally different than the way most primary care physicians are trained. And I want to say that we're trained this way. And I don't know how to be any other way.